My name is Scotty Sharp. I'm just a kid from Salt Lake City, Utah with dreams of playing Division I basketball, hearing my name called on draft night, making multiple all-star teams, and winning an NBA championship while enjoying champagne waterfalls in my mouth. But in reality, I'm just an unranked, undersized point guard that nobody seems to notice. Don't get me wrong, I can hoop, but I have a lot to improve on. I struggle on defense due to my size, and I'm a very streaky shooter. I'm heading into my junior year with 0 offers in the bag, and if I don't start getting some soon, it's looking real sad for your boy. It's the summer heading into my junior season, and I'm gonna be playing with the Utah prospects in the Nike EYBL circuit. I'm teaming up with 2 of the best prospects coming out of Idaho, Romani Duval and Shane Kavanaugh. We also got Jace Jordan from Utah Prep, and we got my best friend Zachariah Jackson. We're both transferring to Wasatch Academy this year too, so we're pretty excited to be hooping together. I just played in a few games and I feel like I could have done better, but it's in the past now. Just gotta hope that the college scouts took notice of something I did positive. Let's watch the tape and see how it went. So in this game, we're gonna do a segment called the good and the bad. So we gonna go ahead and get the bad out the way because the bad in this game was pretty bad, man. And the bad was how poorly I guarded Trey Edwards. Now look, man, y'all better get y'all popcorn ready because dude was frying me the whole game. Trey Edwards is he's pushing 6'5", 185-pound guard out of Atlanta with a 6'9" wingspan. I'm 6'1" and I got a 6'1" wingspan to match. What do y'all think I was doing on defense? And my teammates couldn't keep up with him at all either. He was frying the whole team. Now, one thing I will say about him, he didn't really pass the ball that much. He was one of them score-first guards. And by the way, he had 29 points on us. Look at how he just bodied Romani. Like, what are we supposed to do with somebody of this caliber? I had never played against nobody. Yeah, we ain't gonna speak on that. I never played against somebody that was frying me like this, bruh. Not in Utah. But yeah, man, that was pretty much it on that side of what he did. What I did, man, like, this is my bad right here. Missed the shot right there. As you saw, I had a turnover before. You know what I'm saying? We was missing wide open jumpers. You know, and I just kept kind of turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? I was out here on some Stephon Castle type timing. You saw I got blocked right there. You know what I'm saying? Right, blocked again. It hit my auntie in the stands. I was embarrassed about that. And I just kept making the wrong decisions, bro. Look, I should have went up with it. I could have got a foul, but I passed it out to Jace. He missed it. I felt like I really made a bad decision with that one. And I think, yeah, right here I made the wrong pass again. And then that actually ended up resulting in an easy basket for Jet Academy. But enough with all of this negative talk. We are going to get into the good. And there was a lot of good in this game. We're going to start things off with Romani Duval, who was our leading scorer with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 10 for 16 from the field. That boy put straight BTA to Jet Academy's defense. And look at that chemistry, bro. Like, I never even got to practice hoop like nothing with Romani, and just look how we was killing him with the pick and roll action the whole game. Buddy is 6'8", almost 6'9", 240 pounds, straight muscle. He was bullying him the whole game. And I gotta be honest with y'all, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of underestimating dude because he from Idaho. When y'all ever heard about somebody coming out of Idaho for basketball? I mean, am I wrong? But it's safe to say he the best player on this team. Next up, we got Shane Kavanaugh, who gave us a hard 12 from the back. 12 points, 5 steals. He was phenomenal on defense. He's real scrappy. We call him the Pale Assassin. And he came out and got straight to the cup. Any way that he wanted to get a bucket, he was gonna do it. He's only 6'2", maybe 6'3" on a good day, but you would have thought he was 6'7" just by the way he plays. He plays way bigger than his height, and he has a real textbook type of game. Has plenty of D1 offers. I was actually surprised when he told me that, because I never heard of this dude before, but he goes to the same school as Romani. They go to Lake City High. I hate when he talks in my face because his breath smells like house keys, but other than that, he had a great game. Next up, we're gonna be talking about my brother, my Bookie, my doggy bone. Zachariah Jackson came out and dropped 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 7 for 12 from the field. I'm proud of my boy considering that he was nervous as hell before this game started. I just told him to relax, to clear his mind. Just go watch a couple of Chinese happy endings massage videos and everything gonna be alright.
Whoa, you been choking your chicken, gang. On BD, I'm tough.
And I guess that helped out. That is my cleanup man. Every time I miss something, he there to get the rebound. He like an unseasoned Kawhi. He could play defense. He don't really shoot that much. He just like to penetrate that hole. And I love to see him penetrate that hole. No protection.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, last but certainly not least, let's talk about what I did good in this game. I feel like I came out and I distributed the ball very well. I feel like I did a pretty decent job of protecting the ball. I mean, I did have a couple of turnovers, you know what I'm saying? 3 to be exact. But bruh, I was getting my teammates open and they was hitting really tough shots. And I was taking pretty tough shots. Look how I hit a 3 right in his face. You know what I'm saying? Bucket money. It ain't nothing you could do about that. You know what I'm saying? Take this wing. And look how I had the tough bucket through contact. You know how I get. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. You feel me, though? I had 13 assists. I had 13 of them. Look how I did. Look how I did him. He can't guard me, bruh. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't guard him either. Yeah, that was a highlight I left out, you know. Other than that, though, I played really solid. 11 points, 13 assists, 2 steals, 5 for 9 from the field, you know. Easy layup right there. And we balled out, man. We ended up winning this game, 94 to 82. I felt really good about that. This was my first Nike EYBL circuit game. And I just beat somebody that was ranked. He was a 4-star. And being an unranked player that nobody even knows about, that gave me a lot of confidence. If I keep playing like this, I'm definitely walking out with like 5 offers max, bro. And I don't even care if it's like mid-major off. Whatever school willing to let me come in and go crazy, I'm with it. I would go to Weber State if I had to. It literally doesn't matter to me at this point. Dame went there, and look how he turned out. I just want to make it to the next level so I can take care of my family, get my mom's a new house, make sure my brother's good, get my uncle that BBL he always wanted. It starts with these 5 games right here, because a good showing in the EYBL could change everything. In game 2, we came out rolling. Everybody was surprised. To be honest with you, I was surprised. I didn't even think we had it in us. Team Thad had 2 of the best players in the country that was in my class. And the first one we gonna talk about is Aaron Curry. I pretty much already know what y'all thinking. And yes, y'all are correct. He basically was a Steph Curry clone. People in the stands was talking about it the whole game. Oh, that's Stephen Curry little brother. That's Stephen Curry nephew. That's Steph Curry's secret love child. Even if he wasn't related to Steph Curry, he for damn sure played like. He was out there shooting that pill and still maintained confidence even though he was bricking mad shots. He was 13 for 27, 9 for 20 from 3. And he still ended up with 35 points and 6 assists. He was really cooking me the whole game. But coach was just like, bro, you know, it's a part of the game. You can't even really be mad for real. I really felt like I definitely played a Steph Curry prototype. Yeah, that was crazy right there. I forgot about him. I don't even know what dude's name was because we was focused on Aaron Curry the whole game. I'm going to just go ahead and say this now. I think I just played against a future NBA player. The next ranked player on their team is Bernard Ward. He finished with 9 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks. 6'8", 250 pounds, a man-child. He was out there killing. I mean, like with the little bits and pieces that we got to see him play, he was high-key bullying Romani in the paint. Look how I got posterized off a putback. But you know, nuts to the face is a part of the game, I guess. But from what I could see, Buddy got real anger issues because he kept yelling at Aaron Curry because he wasn't passing the ball. He was so mad that in the 3rd quarter, he ordered Arby's off a DoorDash, set up a portable TV tray, and had lunch on the bench. We're gonna go ahead and get my little petty highlights out the way. I had a light little 11 points, 10 assists, 1 steal, shooting 5 for 7 from the field. Y'all know one thing about your boy Scory. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna distribute the rock. Peep the arc on that beautiful alley-oop pass to my boy Romani. We gonna get into his highlights later because he killed, but peep how I hit him with the between the legs cross, but I could not finish. Oh my God, I was so mad about that. But I eventually did get my give back. I had a delicious step back mid-range jumper, and that boosted my confidence. I'm not gonna lie. I started feeling like YG the Beast the way I was getting back to the basics. Hit Aaron Curry with a pump fake, got straight to the cup. So by that point, I'm like, man, I need to start getting my nutrition. I started pulling up, getting big greens. Now I realized that I was really living like that. They was trying to make the gym rock, they ain't do nothing. Behind the back flow. Respect my game or give me brain. Phone them grave.
Head by 10.
Now my teammates, they all went crazy in this game. Romani, Shane, and Zachariah a little bit. So let's talk about that. Romani came out and had a crazy game. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 10 for 14 from the field, and he was going nuts from 3. I was not expecting him to hit that many shots, man. Like last game, I know he was hitting good shots, but I thought it was, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, nah, you know, he probably just doing this because he was hot. But Brody really liked that from the 3 though, and like his jumper is not like the most prettiest. It kind of remind me of Keldon Johnson from the Spurs. It's like one of them old school shots, but when he opened, I was passing it to him and he was knocking them down. Shane Kavanaugh, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 8 for 14 from the field. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory with him. Shane gonna go out there and get a bucket. Him and Romani is like my main go-tos besides Zachariah. We gonna get into Zachariah, you know, next after this, cause he was kind of selling me, but you know, Shane came through. Shane and Romani came through, so shout out to them. And then Zachariah, man, he was kind of on that nervous kick. He did hit a couple of good shots though. I give him that. He did hit a couple of good shots. But I could tell that he was nervous, bro. You know, after he hit these 2, he kind of settled down, man. He didn't really make no noise until the 4th quarter. As y'all see right there, he put it back up after he got the rebound. Then I was able to catch him on the fast break, and he dunked all over Team Thad's shooting guard. That was enough for us to win 105-94. We did not think that we was winning this game. They had 2 ranked players. We thought it was over with. So that had me feeling like Nike EYBL was going to be a breeze. If we was beating teams like that, we could beat anybody. Oh my God, bro. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know how to explain how this all went wrong. I mean, I think it was the fact we was playing 3 future NBA players. Donovan Rowe, Cassius Gamble. His free forms kept flying in my mouth. And then they had Fredo Bang. Malcolm Hutchison, 7-footer. What we was supposed to do with that? Let's get into it. I'm gonna start things off by saying that I am not trying to glaze Donovan Rowe. I will if I have to, but I'm trying to refrain from doing so.
Those 6 inches, it was hard, and I was scared.
At this point in my EYBL career, I realized that it's really levels to this high school hoops thing. I just played against one of the best players in this circuit. Well, at least that's what I thought until we played against somebody else. But what was Romani supposed to do? This man had 28 points, all dunks. He didn't take 1 jump shot. Then our whole team was scared of Malcolm Hutchison down in the paint because he was blocking everything. Man, Romani tried to follow him on Instagram. He even blocked him on there. And I mean, you can't teach 7-1, bro. He only had 7 points, but he had 15 rebounds, 4 blocks. All the college coaches in attendance was licking their chops thinking about getting him on their team. Then I seen Cassius Gamble girl after the game. Dog, she was bad. She looked like a carbon copy of Coco Jones. God damn. Meanwhile, my shorty back at the crib looked like B. Hen from Club 520. Like I told y'all, man, it's levels to this high school hoops thing. Then we was getting cooked by a whole random. Nobody even knew this dude. I think his last name was Wiseman. He was going crazy from 3. We couldn't do nothing to stop him at all. Limitless on Hall of Fame, bro. Now, I'm not about to sit here and toot my own loot, but I gotta be honest, man. I'm the only reason that we only lost by 11 points. I know that sound crazy, me being the point guard and all, but it's the truth. I came out and I was killing. I didn't care about the rankings, who was taller, who was supposed to be going to the NBA, whose girlfriend had a nice set of a succulent, perky. I went out there and got straight to business, and I wasn't playing scared. I was not backing down. I wasn't scared of none of these dudes, bro. They bleed like I bleed. That's one thing my dad always told me. I mean, I ain't seen him since I was like 6, but I mean, he was right. I mean, before this game even started, it was painfully obvious that the Knight Riders got all of the spotlight because they got all of these highly ranked guys. We knew this going in, but that ain't mean a damn thing to me. That just gave me more motivation. Man, it's a lot of NBA legends that said that these was the type of games that you prove that you belong. But in them quotes, they don't never tell you that it's mad difficult carrying a team that's not giving 110% and playing scared. Now, I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus or nothing, but man, my teammates couldn't get in the rhythm at all. Now, I can't lie, I was out there making mistakes too, missing shots, turning the ball over like I usually do. I'm not perfect, but I have a good sense of smelling somebody that's playing weak.
Let's use Zach as an example. He was out there missing open shots, rushing shots. Every shot he took, it felt like he was killing our momentum. I mean, I understand that part of the game, but my God, pull your skirt down, get your knees dirty. Bro, when we be hooping at the Y against kids from other schools, Zach be cooking. So I'm lost why he be freezing up like that when he can actually hoop. I gotta give Shane his praise. He was struggling too. Offensively, he wasn't giving us much. And Romani went ghost this game. Who would've knew? But I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I can live with us losing to talent. I just can't live with us playing scared, dog. Missing easy shots and not defending with some, at least some sense of pride as a man. Believe it or not, that game taught me that I belong out there on that floor. But it also showed me that we need everybody locked in, because if we come out not focused as a unit, we ain't got a chance of winning nothing. But nah, peep this though. Right after this game, it was this random dude that came up to me and my mom saying that he got an opportunity for me.
Tough loss, kid. I have to say, you definitely impressed me. Even though you're always the smallest one out there, you never let it discourage you, and I respect that. I have a buddy that I want to introduce you to. I think he can really help you take your game to the next level. And let me know if that's something you'd be interested in.
I don't know, it sounds good, but we'll see. The next game I played against Russell Owasi from Arizona Unity, he is the strangest person I've ever met in my life. Dude has this weird free throw routine where he dribbles the ball and then drops his booty down low while saying thank yous. I wish I was making this up, but that's really what happened. Then before I could even get locked into the game, he said something that completely threw me off. He asked me if he could make a spit painting of my deceased grandmother. And my grandmother is alive and well. Like, what is he talking about? I don't know, man. But whatever he was trying to do, it definitely worked, because it threw me off my game. As strange as he was effective. He got to his spots, finished through contact, hit good shots, and he kept putting pressure on us on defense. He didn't look smooth doing it, but the production was real. 28 points on our muffin, bro. For me, I had a pretty average game, 8 points and 4 assists. I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't special either, especially after how macho I was feeling at the last game. I had some good reads, made a few plays, but I never fully took over. It felt like one of those games where, you know, you kinda involved, but you just really out there for cardio. I gotta do a better job with taking over games, and sometimes I feel like I'm too unselfish, you know? I gotta work on that. Romani had himself a solid game, 12 points, 8 boards. He didn't force too much, just kinda let things happen on his own instead of going out and getting to it like he usually does. I mean, he still contributed though. He gave us much needed shot making, rebounding, and toughness when the offense started getting dry, which was mostly my fault. If I'm being honest, man, I feel like I messed up the vibe after we lost last game. With the way I was acting and all, maybe that's why my teammates wasn't motivated to show out this game. But Jace Jefferson though, man, he came out of nowhere and put on a show. Man, bro was flying on the glass, finishing strong, playing with energy, and making big plays when we needed it the most. He finished with 21 points and 14 rebounds. Honestly, I'm shocked and kind of disappointed we ain't see that in the first 3 games. Like, my man, where was you at? And y'all see his free throws? Oh my God. My boy Zachariah was disappointed yet again. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. He finished with 2 points. I mean, I know I had 8, but 8 is bigger than 2. Shane Kavanaugh chipped in with 11 points. He caught a nasty body in this game too. I ain't even know he could get like that. Would've loved to see that a few games ago. But he played decent, which helped keep us alive. But in the end, the team died. We lost this game 114-97. Right after that, we had another matchup nightmare we had to worry about live on. And I gotta be 100 with y'all, man. This is the worst game I played. 2 points, 6 assists, 3 turnovers. I was so embarrassed, bro. Like, every time I tried to get downhill, it felt like somebody was waiting at the rim. I got blocked so many times, and after a while, it started to mess with me mentally. I wasn't attacking with confidence. I was just out there looking frustrated. But I still tried to get my teammates involved though. The main one was Shane. He had his best game yet. He finished with 19 points and 4 assists. And honestly, without him, this game probably gets ugly way earlier, because he was the one that was keeping us in it when everybody else was quiet. He told me before this game that regardless if we win or lose, to get him the ball, because he was going out with a bang. He was going to leave an impression. I couldn't do it, so why not let him shine? I had to respect it. Romani gave us a quiet 10 points and 6 rebounds. It wasn't bad, but I wanted him to go crazy for another 20 and 10 game. It's like he just stopped caring. But either way, He got more points than Zach, so I guess it's cool. Respectfully, Zach had 6 more points than he did the last game. I guess he gotta tilt his head and take it on the chin, you know? But the real story of this game is definitely PJ Namor. He is the #1 player in my class. This is the dude I was talking about earlier. He is hands down the best player that I played against in this circuit. A 6'8" demigod playing the 2. And oh yeah, that last name matters. PJ is the son of former NBA draft bust Purvis Namor. His dad's career didn't turn out into what people thought it would, but PJ is changing the narrative of his family's legacy. No glazing, but bro is legit. I can't even lie to you. He gave us 42 points, 7 and 7, and 2 blocks to add more salt to the wound. One of them was actually on me, of course. He controlled the whole game, getting buckets, making plays, protecting the rim, making us look lost. The worst part is we were winning at first. We had control of the game, but once PJ got going, everything changed. He helped Live On storm back and beat us 114 to 107. That loss had me heated. Man, PJ walked up to me after the game and said, I don't know why they named you Scory. Nigga should have named you Passy. Boy, who the fuck is he talking to? Dropping 42 on me? I mean, that's basketball. I can understand that. But disrespecting my name and lineage? Man, you done took it to a level that you can't even beat. My grandfather gave me that name. That was the moment that I wished injury and turmoil on PJ Namor's career. I can't even really be mad at him though. He was telling the truth. That was 3 straight games where we didn't handle business. And 2 points from me is completely unacceptable. I don't care about the 6 assists. I mean, I do, but it didn't help us win. I know what I looked like out there, and it just wasn't good enough. So heading back home, I decided to call that guy who approached me and my mom's after we played the Night Riders. He told me I was invited to Israel King's camp back in Utah. A lot of good talent from around the country was gonna be there, and it was an opportunity for me to compete and sharpen up my game. I ain't have nothing better to do, so I agreed to go. But I was going up there on pure BS. I'm going up there to show out, cause I ain't leaving that camp empty-handed. Gotta leave with at least an offer or something.
Hello, folks. We are here live on ESPN 6 at the Delta Center in downtown Salt Lake City, ready to see some of the best high school talent in the country face off at Israel King's Skill Camp on BDN, on King David, and free Lil Reese out that slammer. But this is going to be an amazing day to watch some high school hoops, so stay tuned. We'll be right back when the action starts on Phonum Grave.
This is the Utah legend, Israel King. He was my idol growing up until he quit hooping, bro. But it's crazy being at his camp talking to him or whatever. We did a lot of drills. He even taught us how to be more effective on defense. He was talking to us about how everybody don't make it to the NBA, watch out for the groupies, and all that type of stuff. I was soaking it all in because it was good advice, but I was tweaking for that scrimmage because I was there on demon time. Cue the music, Visa. This was a full-size NBA court that I was about to be hooping on. And to be honest, it felt like I truly belonged out there. So much more space compared to the tiny high school gyms I'm used to playing in. I felt like I could breathe more. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a second to get used to that 3-point line though. It definitely threw me off because it made the basket look like it was 2 hours away. I airballed a few shots when we was doing them drills, but I ended up getting the hang of it. Lots of college coaches were here evaluating talent, so they was watching us when we were doing those drills. They were even evaluating our body language when King was talking to us. I knew that pressure was different. This wasn't just about hooping. I had to prove that I belonged out here with some of the best hoopers in the country. And y'all know I came into that game mad as hell from how EYBL went. The crazy part was one of the dudes that was on my team was somebody I had already played against in EYBL, Bernard Ward. At first, it was weird because I knew him as competition. Last time I seen him, he stunk up the gym with that roast beef sandwich he was eating on the bench. But now look at us. We wearing the same jersey trying to get a win together. Me and Bernard actually ended up getting cool though. We started chopping it up in between drills and understanding each other's game better. Once we got on the floor, it clicked. I knew when he wanted the ball, and I think he really rocked with the way I kept my teammates involved. We weren't forcing anything. It just happened naturally. For me though, I was still thinking about being overlooked, unranked, having 0 offers, mom's bills piling up, my dad going out for milk 10 years ago, while dudes around me were already getting attention. I felt like people had already decided what I was gonna be before they really watched me play. So I started taking a lot more shots than I usually do. And I looked really comfortable out there because I was. That spacing, man, it had me in a flow state. I was creating space to get good shots off, and I played unselfish as well. I went off for 31 points and 11 assists with multiple D1 scouts watching. Every bucket was personal. I took them 3 losses personal. Man, lately, I've been taking everything personal, cause I'm really trying to make it to the league, fam. If not the league, at least the G League, Shanghai, NBL, something. I thought about how my English teacher, Ms. Zillish, told me that I better make it to the NBA or I wouldn't amount to nothing because I got a 12 on my ACT. Man, I wasn't even thinking about that damn test. I put anything on it and I took a nap. Damn, I really hope she doing bad though. I wish nothing but grief and sickness on her and her family. But anyways, me and B Ward both went crazy in that scrimmage. B Ward was talking about teaming up in college or something. I told him, I mean, if you willing to go to Arkansas Pine Bluff, let's make it happen. I was fully aware that I dropped 31 points, but I didn't think that it was gonna mean anything because everybody always has a concern when it comes to me. Oh, he's small. Will he be able to handle D1 basketball? Oh, he's 6'1", but he's 5 inches fully hard. Just to keep myself sane, I had to be realistic and keep my expectations low because I've been let down so much in my life. I'd be grateful if I walked out of there with at least one offer. I swear to God, I really didn't think my performance would change much, but boy, was I wrong. After that game, everything changed.
What an amazing 30-point game from Scorey Sharp. America, this kid is special. Ladies, get ready to stroke his ween because he's got NBA potential. He came into this camp completely unranked, but he just gave every college coach in attendance a boner after that performance. I think it's safe to say this kid is most definitely league bound.